Welcome back everybody to another gamelog vlog where we don't just collect lots of games, we play and beat lots of games. At the minute we're working our way through the Ratchet Clank games. Yesterday we did the majority of Ratchet Clank Tools of Destruction, so today we'll finish that off and hopefully start and both beat Ratchet Clank A Quest for Booty, because so far as I'm aware that is a very short game. In fact, looking at the case, it even says on the case that it is a mini adventure, it is a small game. I was quite confused because when I picked up the case I was like, is that not the same cover? I was like, have I been given two cases of Tools of Destruction and one of them's got the Quest for Booty disc in? But no, that is actually a different cover art, just about near enough the same though, right? Like, it just pretty much is. But yeah, let's begin, shall we? I'm trying to get a thumbnail shot here. Just cool. Let's begin. Also, for those that are in any way interested in my gym stuff, because there's a few of you that are, after my Nando's yesterday, which was easily 2,000 calories because it was the loaded fries and 10 wings, I've woken up a pound lighter. I've woken up lighter than I've weighed in about 2-3 weeks. My body's weird at the minute, bro. My body is very strange. Anyway, gaming time. So one of the weapons that I'm working on upgrading, because in every one of these games they seem to work better than I ever give them credit for, is the turrets, the nano swarmers, like the you know what I mean here. In every single one of these games, it seems to do big damage, and I never upgrade them because I don't want to use weapons that do the work for me. I want to do the work, you know. However, there's no denying that these nano swarmers are wrecking things quicker than a lot of the weapons that I have can wreck things. So on this level so far, I've been using, well, the fact that there's just an endless battle here to level them up, because they were V1 before we entered and they're about to hit V3, and there's an ammo thing right here and an endless flow of enemies, or a near endless flow it feels. We also got this magnet gun, which seems awesome because it seems to one-shot things, like, or one-shot most things, and take them out of the fight. Like, my turrets are taking things out quicker than I can see them. Whereas most of my guns, no matter how upgraded they are, don't do that. These things are annoying. We've got jackpot. Maybe I should work on damaging things myself. But I wish it doubled your experience too. That'd be very cool. I wonder if there's like cheats for these games, because, well, maybe the PS2 ones, because cheats were way more common in the PS2 era, where like you could have jackpot 24/7, something like that. That'd be awesome. Although, to be fair, there's been nothing I've not been able to afford in this game. In the other games, it's like you never really have enough. But in this one, I haven't a lot of the time had enough. Right, nanoswarmers, what can I get? More damage. Nice. Can I get more ammo, or more bolts, or bigger area of effect? More ammo. Right, let's go. I tell you what, these sections, now that I've turned off the 6-axis controls, are so much easier. Like, the 6-axis stuff on PS3 was just never good. Not really. It ain't the Wii, is it? Come on, you ain't... Don't be what you're not. Do not be what you're not. There's too many 6-axis sections between the puzzles and the gyroscope stuff in this, and the free fall sections, and it all works so much better when you can just use the left stick. It's so much more accurate as well. We're on the second to final level, so I do presume we're nearly done. With this level, that is. These guys, if it wasn't for the net launcher and my nanopods, I think I'd be getting rather annoyed by now. Because some of these guys, with the way they work, with the way they fade in and out of existence, rather annoying. But luckily my nanopods can now freeze and acid people. Fuck, you see what? See, this is what I was saying. What is the entire point of being able to upgrade your health if everything 3-shots you anyway? If they scale with you, then there's no upgrades. It might as well have been the exact same as it was in the first game, where you had like 4 health for the majority of the game until the end. Like, 146 looks like a big number, but it ain't. Not if it's still a 3-shot. Just like at the start when you have like 4 and you're a 4-shot. God, if it wasn't for those nano things, I'd be livid. Okay, first try at the final boss, Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction. Every single final boss in this entire franchise so far has been very annoying, so I have very little hopes for this not being very annoying. I guess we'll find out. I'm just going to toss out my little friends and hope that they deal damage. I'm hoping that this doesn't fall into the same mistake that literally every other boss in this game has, where there's no ammo pickups through the whole fight, because that's ridiculous. Where's my Doom Blades? There you go. So far, so good. Okay. Yeah, nah. Right, what do we do now? Same again? We can do the same again, bro. I see boxes. Boxes are good. Boxes mean ammo and health and less annoying things. Where's that fella that helps? You. Come on out. Oh, great. What else should we use? The Alpha Disruptor? I'm nearly dead already. Don't know if you saw that, but I have no health all of a sudden. Where's the Mega Leech? Give me some health back. Toxic Swarmers? Swarmers are good for dealing with all the minions, at least. Although, the fire rate of them is weird. Like, I can't throw them as often as I want to throw them. What else should we use? I don't... Can he still move while the net's doing the net thing? I don't know. Where's that fella gone? You can come out and help with the minions again. He's on half health. So this isn't going badly. Although, for a rocket launcher, this is awful. What else can we use? What else can we use? We still have some Alpha Disruptor. I feel like I jumped towards that and therefore should not have taken damage, but no, you do you. I won't first try this, I'm sure, but... Where's the Saw Blades? I like the Saw Blades. Great. Okay. Well, 2/3 ain't bad first try. Why is every single final boss in this entire franchise an absolute pile of bullshit? Every single one. Like, it's just ridiculous. Every single time. Let's see how long this takes, right? Just watch. Just stick around to the end. Nearly half my ammo for this gun used already. But we can't use anything else, because if we use the big hitters, then we won't make it through phase 2 and 3 and 4, and when he starts pulling out the real bullshit moves. Bearing in mind, every single weapon that actually deals damage that I have right now, fully upgraded. Every single one. Can't use this weapon in here because of all the ads, it'll just auto-target them, so that's entirely useless. What else can we use? Use the main rifle, that's been useless since about mission 4. Said it before, I'll say it again. It might as well be one of my taglines at this point. This sort of boss, harder than anything in any of the Souls games. Without fail. Alright. The main phase, jump over that. Dodging, that's fine. Although, why is my lock-on broken? I missed the lock-on, the real lock-on, so much from the actual better games in the franchise. Come on. I can dodge most of what he does until he does the silly phase, where he starts chucking out 1,000,001 rockets. Right, that's another gun out of ammo. Right, he's not even half health yet. Let's call in Mr. Zerk for some help. And the Toxic Swarmers, jump over that. Toxic Swarmers are the main damage source. Got one of the rocket launchers, let's start firing away with that. Not that it's going to do anything. Okay, that's the rocket launcher empty. What should we use next? We still haven't been hit, so that's good. We need to save the Groovatron for when it matters. Fusion grenade won't do a thing. What should we use? Call in another what's his face for some help. The nano swarmers are about the only thing that really do damage. Some blades. 23 blades will do precisely nothing. Oh, we took some damage. Luckily there's a little bit of healing around the arena, but not enough for it to really do anything. Especially when at any given point in the game you are like 2 to 3 shot. Got 7 shots with the Nitro Reaper. This is the move that's bollocks. Watch how many rockets he fires into the sky. Hit him with the dance ray to stop him doing it. Right, let's try something I've not tried yet. Where's the pyro gun? While he's dancing I can get up in his face, right? While dodging all these rockets. Right. Swarmers. Call out some more swarmers for some more help. This has been the best we've done so far. Except I jumped over that, didn't I? Stop lying to me. That's fine, we can dodge that. What shall I use to hurt you while you're doing it, though? We've not yet used the Disruptor. The biggest weapon we have. No, we're not going to let him do that. Hit him with the Dance Ray again. While he's doing that, back to the Pyro Gun. Children's game, by the way. Harder than anything in a Souls game, without fail. Because in a Souls game, if you mess up, you're only like a minute away from being back where you were. In this, it's like a 5-minute boss fight, 10-minute boss fight every single time. 2 more swarmers. He's going to summon his things again in a sec. Okay, whatever. Yep, there it is. We should have 1 more disco ball to stop him doing it. And we will have won this time, thank God. Nice. High level play, boys. High level play. Okay, and that is the end of Ratchet & Clank Tools of Destruction, our, I think, 6th Ratchet & Clank game. Let's get it put on the gamelog, shall we? At this point on TikTok, we're like a week ahead. I counted, we're like 70 TikToks ahead, which is a full week. I'm going to have to start using my other accounts and uploading 10 a day per account. Otherwise, we're going to end up, like, at some point a month in advance, which would be a little bit too much. But, hang on, what's going on here? Keyboard's playing up. Ratchet & Clank. Why is it not doing the thing? Why is it not autofill Ratchet & Clank at this point? I can type in B and it'll auto put in Borderlands a million times over. Tools of... Typing with one hand when my keyboard is a mile away. Because for anyone who wonders how I record these videos, a tripod sits across my lap. Which obviously means I can't have the keyboard across my lap while I'm doing this. So that is the 20th of the 7th, 2024. And with Quest for Booty being as short as it apparently is, I do predict that we'll beat that today as well. However, it is now 4 PM. I'm going to the gym after having some lunch, and then we'll come back and play. It is time to begin Ratchet & Clank, A Quest for Booty, which I am seeing playthroughs of people beating this game in 2 hours, 2.5 hours, not even 3 hours. So this game must be incredibly short. And it's interesting, the reason that I owned this game, but none of the others before I went out and bought them all anyway, was... Back in 2011, Sony had a major hack where nobody could play online for what I'm pretty sure was like weeks. And when they came back, they gave people a selection of games they could choose from to download for free as like an apology. And Quest for Booty was the one that I chose. The selection of games must really have been awful. That already owned some of the others, because I don't know why I'd have chosen this random Ratchet & Clank game considering I'd never played any of them. But yeah, I'm actually playing the digital version of this rather than the physical one, although I own the physical one as part of the collection. But being as it's only a 2-hour game and I'm starting it at 8:30, I should finish this today, because I'm usually willing to play till like 3, 4 to get stuff finished. So I'd expect that we're going to start the next one in this video too. So let's begin. Why have we started with lots of equipment and upgraded weapons? What's going on here? Why are these the same enemies from Tools of Destruction 2? Are they reusing assets? What's happening right now? Have we started with a flash forwards? We have like no armor. And I feel like graphically this might be a step back from Tools of Destruction as well. I'm not sure. But this feels very odd. We are literally... Do we have all of the same weapons? Yeah, we have the Nano Swarmers. Is this going to be the first game without whole new weapons? Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Half the fun of all these games so far has been every game having a different like set of weapons and being able to see that. I'm hoping that there are new weapons in this. Short game or not, it would be kind of sad if there isn't. Oh well. Let's get the quest for booty done, shall we? These guys go down fast. Much faster than they did at the end of the last one, that's for damn sure. Okay. Okay, this is more like it. We've been stripped of everything. The game has taken the God of War approach, where in every God of War game you start with the equipment from the previous one, and then for some reason something catastrophic happens and you lose everything. Which, to be fair, more games should probably have taken note of, because the amount of games that you start off with nothing, even though in the last game, by the end of it, you were effectively a god. Not literally, well, quite literally in God of War's case, but like having to get re-powerful again, you know? I'm hoping that this means there'll be new weapons. I don't want to just reuse the same old weapons that we've been using through the last game, because, I don't know, I feel like the weapons in Tools of Destruction were not as fun as some of the weapons in, like, 3 and Deadlocked. Deadlocked had the best gunplay by far, which, it was almost the point, but, yeah. Also, I don't know, there's something about these PS3 ones that look a little bit less sharp. Everything has a little bit of a fuzz over it, even though I've been playing all of them on PS3. The PS3 HD trilogy of 1, 2 and 3. Oh, that's new. Okay. Okay, we can do new things with the wrench. Okay, that's different. That's cool. New mechanics. How do I turn it off? Do I have to pull it all the way down? Yeah. I thought it'd be like you control it halfway. I want your jetpack. I'm surprised there's never been a proper jetpack. You had the little Clank booster thing, but like no real jetpack. Anyway, moving on. I've been playing for a curious amount of time now, and I still don't have any weapons. It's just all platforming. Ratchet & Clank Quest for Booty appears to be taking the complete opposite approach to Ratchet 4, Gladiator, Deadlocked, whatever you want to call it, where that game did away with all of the exploration, did away with the open world planets and the multiple directions you could head, and the characters and the puzzles and the platforming, to focus on the combat. This one has done literally the opposite, where I'm sure there is going to be combat, but there has not been very much of it, that's for damn sure so far. I'd say, but I'm only half an hour in, but half an hour is 25% of the game, apparently. So, that's kind of weird, I suppose. I need to Google what's next. Which Ratchet & Clank game's next? Does this count as combat? They are wrecking me, what the hell? Bro, why is my Ratchet not ratcheting? Harder than Elden Ring. So I'm really not sure why, but I've got a gun now. And it came as like a V4.5, which means that within literally a few seconds of shooting things, it was a V5, which means I've got a maxed out gun as my first gun 30 seconds after getting my first gun. Why? What's happening right now? Is this some sort of reward? Is this one of those things where, congratulations for beating the last game, keep, or near enough keep your levels? Is that it? Is that what we're doing? Like, why do I have things? I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention during a line of dialogue that happens sometimes while I'm, filming and talking. Ratchet can use his weapons to destroy that whatever. Kill the snake. Kill the big snake. Is it a snake? Oh wow, really? Did he drop that quick? Surely I'm not supposed to have this strong of a weapon right now, yeah? I would have thought. I'm pretty sure that this is the final boss of this game, and I swear to God I've only been playing about an hour and a half. Like, what was this game? Why did this game exist? Because it's definitely not a full game. Surely back in whatever year Ratchet & Clank Quest for Booty came out, they didn't charge full price, right? Surely. Because it's been less than 2 hours, I'm sure. It's not even 10:30. I'm going to be starting whatever the next Ratchet and Clank game is, which seems pretty crazy because that'll have been 3 today. I mean, most of Tools of Destruction was yesterday, and just me finishing that off. But like, this isn't a full game. What is this? It's not been bad. In fact, lots of it has been very good. I just think it's strange. It's just out of the ordinary. Because I don't know. Is it a tech demo? Is it just them trying stuff? And was something going on when this released that were like, yeah, we can't do a full game, but we need to release something that year to appease the people? Really? Did that miss? No, that did not miss. Right, okay. Let's finish them off then. Throw out some nano swarms. This game's also been insanely easy compared to all of the others. Like, insanely. Like, you've heard me moan about the final boss in every other one of these games, but I'm not sure I've died this game. Oh, he's big again. Okay. Come on, bro. Nope. Give me a skull to throw at you to knock you out of green mode. Let's go. I want to take stock of how many old games I've played this year. I feel like I've played... This year I've made a purpose to play more games that I've not played before. I've definitely achieved that so far, but I think a lot of them have been really old. There's quite a few new games coming out in the next few months that I'm really looking forward to, and I'm looking forward to playing some new stuff. Like literal new stuff, because I don't know, I play a lot of old stuff. And I'm just looking forward to new. So I've got to hit him with 2 greens. I mean, at least they didn't recycle the same boss fight from the last game with this fella. Because a lot of this game has been recycled. The weapons, the enemies, literally everything about this game, combat-wise, was completely recycled from the last game. Like, nothing new whatsoever, I don't think. But this boss fight is at least not reused. Alright. Come on. Get out of big green mode and let's finish this fight. This should be it now. We done? Nice. And that was the end of Ratchet and Clank: A Quest for Booty. That was the shortest... That was shorter than Size Matters, and that was supposed to be a short game. It's insane, the variance of length of these games. Like, some of them have taken multiple days, some of them have been 2 games in 1 day, some of them have been 1 game per day, some of them have been 3 hours, some of them have been 12. It's weird. It's very weird. I don't understand what this game was for. There was no way they charged full price back when this game came out. They couldn't have done. But anyway, let's get it put on the gamelog and then have something to eat and get started on the next one, because it's only 10 o'clock and you guys know that I'll game until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Which means, depending on the length of the next one, we might beat another one today. Although the next one's probably a proper release, whereas this almost certainly wasn't. So that was Ratchet and Clank. Really wished I could have my keyboard on my lap while I type this, so I type a little bit quicker. Ratchet and Clank, what was it called? Quest for Booty. On the log on the 20th. And that brings us up to, what, 7 Ratchet games? 7 Ratchet and Clank games done. Ratchet and Clank 1 on the 15th, 2 and 3 on the 17th, Gladiator and Size Matters both on the 18th, Tools of Destruction and Quest of Booty on the 20th. Cool. Which brings us up to 64 games this year. Nice. How many for July? July's been a busy month. 20 games so far in July. 20 games into July. 20 days into July, and I've beaten 20 games. Cool. Okay, it is time to begin Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time. It is currently 11 PM, so starting this one pretty late. Seen the credits for the last 2 Ratchet and Clank games so far today, so I could put like 4 hours into this now and stop playing at 3 and then have an early night, you know? I think this is... shut up, you're interrupting me. We'll listen to that soon. I think this is the next big Ratchet and Clank game. Like, Tools of Destruction was decently big. 1 and 2 were decently big. 3 was pretty linear and short. 4 was incredibly linear. Size Matters was very small. Yeah. I'm looking forward to this one, because this is the one that I remember getting critical acclaim back when it came out. I remember everyone playing it, but Ratchet and Clank was never my thing. I'd never played any of them before, so I didn't play it, because even back then I was like, I'm not starting a franchise 8 entries in, like, I'm not going to know anything about it. But today, let's do it. It's interesting how they've changed the default controls now. For the longest time, you've had to strafe and all that sort of thing, or change the lock-on system or the control system so that strafing wasn't necessary. But now they have finally actually changed it so that by default you can strafe without pressing anything. Like, I don't have to hold L2 or R2 anymore. I don't have to change. Oh, hang on. Here I was thinking this was going to be the thing from Thingy. This is a really weird way of doing this. Like, what is going on right now? I feel like for a Ratchet and Clank game, or franchise, it's been a while since Ratchet and Clank were together. Like, Clank wasn't in the last one, Clank wasn't in 4, not really anyway, he wasn't on Ratchet anyway. I'm missing him. Quark is just... he needs slapping. Okay, so sadly the ship combat, ship exploration is back in Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time. It's never my thing, it's not necessarily bad, it's just that I don't like doing it. Space stuff is never fun for me. And this has got a whole system to do with it now, where you can upgrade the ship and stuff, and I just hope that I just don't want to be in the ship too often. How do I... can I go up and... oh Christ. Okay, at least you can do that. How do I go up and down? Like, these guys seem like they're way too high for me to shoot. Or are they not? It's just an illusion. Like free will. Anyway, come on. Why are you still standing? Oh look, hexagons. Marvel stole it from Ratchet and Clank. It's interesting. Well, the MCU did, I guess. Oh dear. I wonder how many levels there's going to be in space. Hopefully not too many. Maybe they're optional. You never know. I guess we'll find out. I've got to destroy 25 ships. This is just like in the first game where there was just shed loads for no reason. Wet. I mean, this is a quick turn. I wanted one of those before. We got our first boss. Let's see what it's like. I mean, being first boss, I can't imagine too difficult, but like some of the bosses in these Ratchet games have been pretty mad. Although, typically towards the later end of the game, most things have just been a run and shoot, and eventually they drop. Like, yeah, he's on half health. Although, something of note in this game is your regular blaster doesn't come with much ammo straight away. Like, a lot of the other games, you have like 100, 200, even like 3. I think towards the end of Ratchet 4, for example, I had like nearly 400 ammo for like my main blaster. But in this one, it started at like 30, and it's 50 now. And we just hit V4. Is this going to be more ammo? More ammo? Nope. But that's more damage. At least that refilled my ammo, at least. That's kind of cool. But, yeah, this guy's done. Bye-bye. That was harder than Elden Ring. Are you not done? Now you're done. Finished him with the, oh, poor guy. You know, people act like games from, at this point, 2014 look bad. Trust me, they've been arguing about it for like a week on my other account. But this is, I think, 2008, 2009. It's definitely pre-2010. And looks good to me. If this was where they stopped, fair. Definitely fair. Anyway, moving on. It's interesting, we just came off the back of a Clank level. And at this point, we straight up have, like, Portal-style puzzles where you got to do different things. I almost miss being able to do some of the Clank movement though, because like in the earlier games, that was how I was getting around quicker. Anyway, is just boosting about with Clank. But at the minute, we don't have Clank, or won't ever get Clank. I don't know. Who are you? You look like you sell stuff. You've got one hell of a hunchback. Okay, I think I'm done for the day. It's 2:20 in the morning. I just did a mission that took forever. I think this is going to be a long game, because I've not made much progress, I don't feel. And it's enjoyable, though. It's definitely one of the better ones so far. I wish there was a few more weapons than have appeared so far, though. Like, according to the mission list, I'm like quarter of the way in, and I feel like I've only really got 2 offensive weapons that do anything. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow, where I'm going to the cinema. No gym tomorrow. That's about it. Yeah. Why won't it stop? Why won't it stop?